Malkin's moments. I have a couple great Malkin's moments for you. So first, congratulations to Nikola Jokic becoming the 13th player in NBA history to win back-to-back league MVPs. Obviously, amongst the current players in the league, you have guys like Giannis, Steph, and LeBron who have done it. But then you have others like Tim Duncan and Steve Nash and Larry Bird and Magic Johnson and Wilt Chamberlain and Moses Malone and let's see, Larry Bird, Michael Jordan, of course, Wilt Chamberlain, Bill Russell, and Kareem Abdul-Jabbar are the other guys that have won back-to-back league MVPs. He finished ahead of Joel Embiid, finished ahead of Giannis. He had career highs in points, rebounds, and assists. He had 27 points, 14 rebounds, 8 assists, 1.5 steals per game as well in 74 games played. Shot 58% from the floor, 34% from three. And listen, obviously it was a nip and tuck race between he and Jokic and I mean with he, Joel Embiid, and Giannis. And there's certainly a strong argument to be made for all three of those guys. And I think that to some degree, all three of them can't be that disappointed when the other one wins. Because what Jokic was doing this whole season without Michael Porter Jr., essentially, without Jamal Murray, it is pretty amazing that he kept this team afloat, that he led them to the playoffs, that he took the Warriors. At least he got one game. They got one game off the Warriors. And yes, he was just the 6th seed. So it was a little bit questionable whether he should win it over guys who were on teams that finished with better records. Devin Booker was kind of in the mix, but really between those three guys. But major shout out to him because either way, he was the first player this in NBA history to record 2,000 plus points, 1,000 plus rebounds, and 500 plus assists in a single season. So major shout out to Nikola Jokic, part of special company. So in baseball, the Los Angeles Angels, they're actually off to a much better start. I'm going to touch on that in a moment, but their rookie pitcher, Reed Detmers, threw a no-hitter in a 12-0 win against the Tampa Bay Rays at Angel Stadium last night. He became, at age 22, the youngest pitcher to throw a no-hitter since Anibal Sanchez did it in 2006 for the Miami Marlins. It was just the second no-hitter this season in the MLB. For the Angels, it was just the 12th no-hitter in their franchise history. And here's the impressive thing. So he finished with a career high in pitches in 108 pitches. He issued one walk. He only threw 2 strikeouts. He only threw 2 strikeouts, which was the fewest number of strikeouts in a no-hitter since a combined no-hitter in 2019 from Felix Pena and Taylor Cole in actually the Angels' first home game after Tyler Skaggs' unfortunate death. And so this was the first individual no-hitter for the club since Jared Weaver did it for the Angels in 2012. And obviously this is a prospect that he was the number 10 pick in the 2020 draft out of Louisville. So there were high expectations of him. He's come in and immediately been a difference maker for the Angels. This was just his 11th start in the majors. And again, what's impressive is that Detmers had never gone 7 innings in a game. Never gone 7 innings. And yet he was efficient in this game. His previous career best was 6 last season against the Houston Astros. He had never thrown more than 97 pitches in a big league game either. Well, obviously that trend has been bucked and has changed because he has now. And the interesting thing is the Angels are actually a good baseball team this year. They're 21-11. They've got one of the top 5 records in the MLB. And for years and years and years, all we were lamenting is the talent of Mike Trout. And yet we don't get a chance to see him in the postseason. Obviously, it's early in the year, or perhaps a fifth of the way through the regular season. But it looks like the Angels are off to a better start. They're leading the AL West. And obviously, when you've got a better pitching bullpen, that is going to increase your chances. So shout out to him with the Angels. That was a major accomplishment. And finally, with the New York Yankees, Aaron Judge hit his first career walk-off home run in last night's 6-5 win over the Toronto Blue Jays. It's hard to believe that a guy like Aaron Judge, who is shockingly 30, he's been in the MLB in the majors for 7 years. And he's been a professional baseball player for 8 years. Finally, just hit his first career walk-off. It was a 3-run blast at Yankee Stadium. And I just mentioned that the Angels are having a good record. The Yankees have the best record in baseball right now. They're 21-8. That's a half game better than the Dodgers at 20-8. Yankees are 21-8. And Aaron Judge has been an instrumental piece in that team. He's playing extremely well. And I think this season he's batting 298, just a tick below 300. So he's having a very good season, and they've needed it. But it's hard to believe that a guy of his stature, that this is the first time in his career that he's hit a walk-off home run. But always time for something new in baseball. So shout out to him as well. All right, that'll do it for us. Finishing a couple minutes early today. Thank you so much for joining me right here on Morning Joe on YouTube and Facebook Live and Twitter every single Monday and Wednesday morning, 11 a.m. to 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 10 to 11 Central, and 8 to 9 a.m. Pacific. Make sure to subscribe to my YouTube page, Morning Joe, J-O, with Jonah Malkin on YouTube. Follow me on Twitter at Jonah_Malkin or at morning_Joe_. Instagram, JMalk97, TikTok, Jonah Malkin. And as always, have a lovely rest of your morning.